So yeah, we just watched the first four episodes of the new Disney Plus series, She-Hulk, starring Tatiana Maslany from Orphan Black as Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk. This is the Marvel Legends She-Hulk figure, which is an awesome action figure, by the way. So I have thoughts, and I'm going to get into those thoughts right now. So first off, let's talk about the elephant in the room that everyone was talking about, the CGI version of She-Hulk in this. Has it been fixed? Is it like MCU quality? How does it stack up? Well, considering the first episode is basically all She-Hulk and Bruce Banner Hulk, I can tell you it's like the Chippendales Rescue Rangers movie where you have, 2D Chip, hand-drawn animation, and you have totally like CGI Dale. And then your mileage varies on which is better. And that's kind of here where you have like the totally photorealistic CGI Bruce Banner Hulk, and you have She-Hulk, which is like an Unreal Engine, like, Arkham City, Spider-Man, Avengers kind of CGI character. And it's not, here's what it is. It's that the proportions on that body are very not her, and like very CG because they show a lot of skin and a lot of it is in direct sunlight with no shadows. And then they put a mocap version of her face on the character. And then there's the giant hair. All of these things together leads you to think that that doesn't look right. And, there's parts of the show where it's better than others. There's a lot of scenes in these episodes where she is in a brightly lit office with tons of direct light, and it looks like people talking to a cartoon character. I'm not saying that to be mean. Your mileage may vary, but you're gonna like not be into it 100%. So decision 2 here is a smart one where it's kind of like Deadpool. The show is kind of like the movie Deadpool. It's sort of like Ally McBeal or Boston Legal, where it's kind of like a jokey legal sitcom dramedy. If those references are too old for you, think like the early seasons of 30 Rock, where it was still kind of sort of a realistic show about running an SNL-like show, but there were just weird, surreal shit kind of in the background before it went full Kimmy Schmidt in later seasons, where it's just like a full-on, like, non-realistic comedy. That's kind of how it is. It's an MCU show, but it's also like a dramedy, comic book dramedy. And it picks up a lot of loose ends from old movies that, like, when you saw those movies, you're like, oh yeah, what's up with that? What was the deal with that? That was never explored further. Well, a few of those threads get picked up here, and to comic effect. So if you wondered like what happened in this movie with this character, or why was this scene in another Marvel movie that was never referenced again, well, some of them are referenced here. So that, I think, is kind of cool. I like when you like find little nuggets here and there and try to make something work. It seems to me like the character Titania is the big bad of the show. She's not really in these first 4 episodes all that much. She's referenced a bit, and she has like a scene. So most of the first 4 are kind of like, legal case of the week. And the first episode is just a full-on She-Hulk show, which is cool. So your mileage, again, is going to vary. I enjoyed this show. I thought my girlfriend would like the show because I felt like it was not very MCU show, and she did not care for it. Like, the word was cringy. So I'm going to say, if you like the MCU a lot, it does take the piss out of things a little bit. The fourth wall breaking is very much kind of like, take the piss out of this thing. Like, oh yeah, remember, I'm the star of this show, I will say it, out of all the MCU shows I've seen this year, this is probably, besides What If, probably the one I'm enjoying the most so far. Because like Moon Knight, I was just like kind of in, like Miss Marvel, dude, I checked out of that show so quick. But I'm in it for these 4 episodes. I'm gonna watch the whole show. I'm excited about it. The CGI again, even like, dude, season 2, do some hair like this, or at least something that's like her actual texture of hair. Because I'm gonna say, dude, when Bruce turns into the Hulk, like his hair is the same. Her hair just whoop, and then whew. And she's not She-Hulk all the time. She morphs into like, regular girl Jennifer Walters, which I haven't read the She-Hulk comics in a long time. I'm pretty sure she's always She-Hulk. That's probably like a money thing. But you'll get used to it. I did, because I didn't think about it till I was trying to think of some things to like actually nitpick about it. So I don't know. We'll see. We're not in it far enough that I know like the underlying season arc. This is one of those 9-episode Marvel shows, because each episode is about a half hour long. So hey, I'm fully all in to see where it goes from here. I'll have a more detailed review of this once it gets closer to the show airing. But yeah, that's my thoughts about She-Hulk right out the bat. Some thoughts about the CGI, and the general writing is very jokey, and if you like the Hulk, hey, you get a lot of Hulk here. So yeah, check it out. If you enjoy my sort of, rambling about it without really giving you spoilers, then please feel free to subscribe, hit the bell icon. We're going to do a watch party for this. And yeah, next time we will catch you here on Cult Classics. Later, guys.